Hello everybody, welcome back to another mock video. This is the Red Rocket truck stop. I'm definitely not the first builder to build a Red Rocket truck stop, but I think as a primarily Fallout builder, I definitely had to undertake this project at some point. There's definitely some inspiration in this build because, I'm obviously not the first one to build this. Huge inspiration from MK bricks for a few of these techniques that went in here. But 99% of it is my own design. It's just some pieces that he used that I don't think there was really any other way to do to capture the look. This thing sits on 2 base plates and is the first Fallout thing I've made that's actually minifigure scale. Stuff like the Sentry Bot, which is actually right back there, and the big power armor thing up here. Obviously, not minifigure scale, but and the other little T-51 power armor there. So this is the first thing that actually works with minifigures, and it does have a full interior and some other stuff I threw in there, and the interior is probably my favorite part about it. I haven't seen too many people who have built a Red Rocket do an interior, so I'm excited to show you that. So let's just get right into the mock with this side over here with this overhang thing. And we have the little sign here, which tells you something in the game. This is like a snot technique, kind of. It's held together with this thing in the back, which is really kind of ugly, but I was running low on tiles, red tiles. And so this base plate is all covered with like gray and some plates and tiles, gray, some tan. And there's this thing that supports it, which has little holes in it that are accurate to the game. Little leaf there. Sorry, it's really dark under here. Some tires stacked up because it's a truck stop. Skeleton in there. Chair. There, the musket and the alien blaster, which I guess was kind of in the... Yeah, so this is inspired by, obviously, the Red Rocket and Fallout 4, but there's also some stuff from the menu, which this is in the menu, and a lot of stuff in the interior is a menu theme where it plays that theme song. So up here, there's the Red Rocket itself. I really like how this came out. I am missing, or don't have 2 more of these, so I'd use a droid body and a droid head over here, and the back side doesn't have one at all. Some leaves on top, and this kind of flows over to here where we have the Red Rocket sign. Obviously missing some letters, how it is in the game, although I did add the T to the end there. And the T there, which isn't actually in the one that this is based off in the game, but I thought I'd throw in for no reason. Yeah, there's also a motorcycle, crash motorcycle back here, which I thought really fit with it. It's like the Lone Wanderer motorcycle that you can find. So here's the bread and butter of the build right here. It's built with mostly these nougat chiseled brick pieces, which you see a lot with these Red Rocket builds. There's really no other way to do it. I think that looks good. I mixed in some tan in there and some flatter pieces, but that's mainly what it's composed of. Some piping here, little interior thing. This is a bit too short, but I had to make it work with the garage door over here, which is pretty simple. Another thing about other people's is that I see a lot of gray for the white. I don't like that look personally. I think the white looks much better, is much more accurate. So I put it with white and added some tan to make it look old and kind of nasty. I'll show you the figures later. We can move these out of the way. Little sack there with some dynamite and pistol. Outside here there's some leaves, chain, trash can. This little tube thing. Minecraft pig, more tires. Back here we have the guy in the radiation suit. This back here, this wall should be more of these, but I kind of ran out. I have to order more of these. Stuff like this to finish that. We have a suit of power armor, which is kind of sitting back here. It's pretty simple design. I'll show you that one later, too. This shouldn't be in here. Sorry. And the back is pretty much the same. On top here, there's a little crate with a with a mouse and a spider in it. And there's a dead guy with a gun. Maybe he's like a soldier or something. I don't know. He has a net. So, back to the front here. I guess I can start showing you the interior now. There's a removable roof. Okay, I'm just moving it in. Okay, yeah. Removable roof, which you kind of have to push in from the... Actually, I'll make it. So taking this off will reveal the interior, which is surprisingly detailed. There's a few custom stuff in there, which I'll show you in a bit. But we got some shelves there, the weapons rack, power armor station with some power armor. Minigun on the floor there, little shelf, a bed, the workbench, and another shelf in the back there with a penguin on it. I'll remove some of this stuff so you can see it, but not all of it is removable. I really want to show you the magazine rack, the power armor station, and I guess the other stuff too. I'll just get that out really quick. Here's the power armor station. It's a pretty simple build, just some tiles there, plates, and I use minifigure hands, arms to get that little cross there. This goes in the front with some bars and a chain. The chain can obviously go down a bit more, but didn't adjust it. And you can have your power armor minifigure. This is just a custom guy I made up, and he can kind of just sit there and can work on him like so. Here's the workbench, which is a extremely simple design. It's just sitting on a 2x6. There's some classic door pieces here that can open, but I'm not going to try to. This sits on, this part has a little tunic thing sticking out of there and kind of hangs loose to get that kind of effect. And then there's pieces, these cheese wedge pieces attached here. And it's pretty simple, but I think really effective. Doesn't have anything on the back. And that's it for that. Let's move on to the magazine rack. The magazine rack isn't really a complex design. I just like how I printed out these like little comic books from the games and kind of stuck them in there because there's really no way to get that effect with real Lego pieces, and I think it looks really nice and kind of breaks up the gray and stuff. Yeah, it's really, you see a lot of the interior. So you got the Tesla one with the power armor. That's one of my favorite ones. Astoundingly awesome tails. Can't really see. The Live and Love one, and another astoundingly awesome one with the alien on the front there. Oh, and these are held in by just like pinched in by these bar pieces there. Over on the topic of printed out things, I also printed out that Nuka-Cola sign and taped it onto the wall there. If you're a Lego purist, you may disagree, but I don't think there's really any other way to get that effect. It kind of just looks nice. Here's the first custom minifigure that I have. It's a guy in power armor. It's pretty simple. For the helmet, it uses one of those old vintage 90s diving helmet things, and this visor, I have no idea where I got that. I think it was like a building event at like Barnes & Noble or something. Samurai chest plate, basic gray torso and legs with some black hips. Minigun's pretty simple. You could probably figure that out on your own, just looking at that. The head underneath, he has just a smile or smirk, grimace that just folds back down. Sorry. And yeah, I really like the way that guy turned out. Kind of sells the look, but it's not like over the top. But yeah. Here's another power armor guy. This guy has a classic Aliens kind of helmet, black head underneath because the eye holes are slits. I think that chest plate came from like Batman or something, Batman vs Superman. He has some nice printed legs from a alien minifigure guy. Back here, print, I guess, more prints that aren't really supposed to be there. I like this guy a lot. Kind of looks like the XO1 power armor, but not really. Lastly, we have the Soul Survivor and Dog Meat, Santa's little helper, I guess. Soul Survivor is pretty simple. You just use a Podameron head, black longish hair, pirate body, which kind of looks like a vault suit that's kind of unzipped or something. Little satchel thing, hold a knife or whatever, and a 10mm pistol maybe. It's just one of those old space guns, and still getting one of those German Shepherd dog things soon. The Lego version, not a real dog, but just using the Santa's Little Helper one for now. It's kind of funny. And yeah, that's really it for this mock video. I don't know when I'll upload next or what it'll be, but hopefully something cool, and I'll hopefully have something out this time next week. So be sure to like and subscribe for more stuff like this and other stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.